May I have your attention, please?
We are controlling transmission. There is nothing wrong.
The Horror Chronicles.
Whether it's a ghost, a spirit, or an entity, they all feed on it. That's the whispering, the footsteps, the feeling of another presence.
You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
We have such sights to show you.
Have you checked the children?
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Boogeyman's real.
That is better.
They're coming to get you.
What's up, horror fam?
You know what time it is. Let's get into this.
Hey, we're getting fucking good.
Damn.
We are getting
You'd think
good.
after fucking over 3 years we'd have the shut down by now.
Dude, it is. Well, it's almost 4 years, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Shoot. that's
Fuck, I
crazy.
can't count.
Been a long time.
Been a long time since I rock and roll.
Yeah, man. What's up, horror fam? What's up, everybody?
What's up, guys?
It's your favorite podcast, the Horror Chronicles podcast.
Your favorite motherfuckers on the planet.
We're back, bitches. In effect.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, we told you guys we'd be back. And guess
Yeah,
what?
you didn't believe us, and now look here, we're all screwed. Yeah,
I
that's
swallowed my
what
own
we're doing.
spit.
You swallowed what?
I swallowed my own brand. You know. So what's up, buddy? How you been?
Good, man. Good. Plugging along. Got through the holidays. Happy New Year, everybody.
Woo! 2023, bitches.
I was sad when Halloween was over, and I'm just like ecstatic as fuck that Christmas and New Year's is over.
Oh man, I'm telling
Let
you.
life get back to normal for a while.
You know, it's crazy. Halloween, of course, is my favorite holiday, but I don't know. I like Christmas. I think it's mainly for the kids and stuff too. But like, I just like Christmas with the family and whatnot. You know.
Yeah, it's really weird when you don't have kids and you got to play with other people's kids.
I don't think you say that.
With their Christmas toys. As long as you don't bring your wife's Christmas toys, you're all right. I just want to do that, dude. I want to throw a fucking vibrator in a paper bag and just toss it on somebody's porch.
You need buy something like that and then send it to your wife to her work.
Oh, God. Yeah, that'd be really crazy considering she works at a school.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'd be on a list somewhere.
You'd be on another list.
I'd be on yet another list.
Welcome.
But hey, here we are. We're plugging along.
Back at it again.
Having a good time. Ryan and I haven't been together in a couple of weeks, and
we got
just been bullshitting. We're both pretty excited. I think we're going to try and hook up with a weekend stay at the Haunted America Conference in Alton, Illinois this year.
Yes, I'm pretty excited.
If you guys ever get the chance to go to that, Ryan and I went 2 years ago, and it was killer. It's put on by Troy Taylor every year, and it's people from all over the country, all over the world, really, come and, it's just one big community. I mean, everybody we talked to just treated us like family, and it was cool, man, and I can't wait to go back. So
yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm pretty
we're going to have fun. We're going to try and get our buddy DA to go with us.
Girl.
And
have him set his books up and do all that good stuff.
We're going to get a hotel room with one king-size bed, and all three of our asses are going to sleep in it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll put DA in the middle. No.
Dream like you're skiing.
No. But yeah, we're excited to go back to that. That's going to be really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Yeah. So tonight, we're going to talk about a couple movies that we watched.
I have been watching a shitload of movies.
We'll probably get into some other things too. But, I watched these two. And I was actually, one of them I knew I was going to like just because, But the other one, I just so happened to run across, and I was talking to my wife, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't think I've heard of this. So I was like, well, shit. So that was the Pray to the Devil.
Oh,
Pray for the Devil. But, yeah, I was like, holy shit.
I had heard of it, but I hadn't seen it yet. And I'd been kind of waiting for it to pop up somewhere, and honestly, I kind of forgot about it, with all the hype with the new Exorcist coming and all that stuff. It kind of gotten out of my radar, but whenever you threw it out there the other night, I'm like, shit, yeah, I need to watch that,
So I actually really liked the movie. There's quite a bit, good cast.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, I know that person.
Oh,
she
yeah.
looked familiar. And then...
yeah, did you recognize the old boy from
yes,
Resident Evil?
100%.
Yeah.
A lot of, like I said, there's a fairly decent cast in here, that you're like, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I mean, you got Virginia Madsen. The guy we're talking about is Colin Salmon. He plays Father Quinn.
Or Solomon. One of the two, however you pronounce it.
Yeah, however you say that. And if you don't know who he is, he was the guy that in the first Resident Evil movie, he was leading the special forces deal into the hive, and he's the one that got chunked into pieces with the laser grate.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was cool. It started off kind of.
I thought the start off was kind of cool with the mom boom, 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 boom,
yeah,
boom.
beating her head
That
on the
was
door.
Cool, man. I really enjoyed that.
I was so reminiscent of
Hereditary at the end.
Hereditary, yeah. But
the way they filmed it though, just the way they had her head, you see her hair bounce in her head. It's like, oh, it looked more realistic than Hereditary did.
Okay, yeah.
Did you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as that scene and that particular thing that she's doing.
Yeah, and then they would go inside the room and you'd see the door bouncing open.
Yeah,
and the little girl, she's by her bed and she's praying. And it's her mom outside the door.
It's gnarly. Really,
yeah.
I actually really enjoyed the movie.
I did too. I was concerned about it though, because I was like, so I love a good exorcism movie,
right.
And some of them just kind of missed the mark a little bit. This one really didn't. I mean,
the whole baby scene with the exorcism.
Yeah.
Dude, gnarly, man.
Yeah, there was a lot of cool scenes in there. I tell you, the one scene when she first meets the girl, Natalie, and she's standing outside that glass window,
right?
And the two priests go in to basically exorcise her, and she walks up to the window, and it's a one-way glass. She can't see through it, but Sister Anna is on the other side of the window, and she walks right up to her and is staring at her, and she puts her hands over her eyes, and then all of a sudden these holes form in her hands. And I'm like, what are they going to do? Are they going to have eyeballs coming through her hands or something? And all of a sudden these freaking maggots start pouring out. I was like, dude, it was such a cool scene, man. Just
really
so cool.
I can't believe that I hadn't. I mean, granted, I've been busy last month and stuff, but I just can't believe I haven't really.
Yeah, this movie should have shot up there in everybody's radar.
Yeah, because it's pretty.
Because it was very good, very creepy. The way they filmed it, it's very atmospheric, and
like I said, the acting in it was great. You didn't get any of that kind of bad acting. I mean, even so, the mother, Konya
Ruseva.
She's been in a few movies as well. I remember her out of a few. She played Anne's mother in this. But yeah, Virginia Madsen, like you said. There was another person in here that I recognized.
Ben Cross played the Cardinal.
Right.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of things. But yeah, it's just really, really good. I thought that the way they filmed it was great. Like I said, the acting was really on par. You didn't get any kind of not very good acting in it. Very, very good.
Yeah.
I loved it, man. I thought it was a really good movie.
Yeah. This movie was directed by Daniel Stamm. Man, he did a good job.
Right. Right.
it's funny. Whenever I saw it, his name didn't really stick out to me too much. Really, I mean, he did The Last Exorcism,
which was good.
which was a good movie. He did The Darkness,
Oh, really
which
good.
was decent. 13 Sins was pretty good. I haven't seen. He's got one on his credit called The Necessary Death. I haven't seen that
I
one,
haven't seen that one either yet.
but I've seen his other movies, and I was
Right.
like,
Okay.
okay, so it makes sense. Just the way the guy filmed it, I mean, it was just, it felt like an old school 80s horror kind of
Right.
vibe to it, you know, that creepiness that you get from The Exorcist or, you know, something like that.
Great atmosphere, as we
Yeah,
always say.
yeah, exactly. Dude, especially when they get down into the catacombs at the, you know,
Yeah.
towards the end of the movie. Dude, when they walk in there and they show that freaking big
Artisan well.
yeah, that, you know, the well with the holy water in it and all the gates around it. Dude, I was sitting there looking at that going, I could probably pull something like that off for Halloween. It's like, how could I do that, man? Because it looked freaking killer, man.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it was just very creepy. And then once I got down there and then all the lights went off and you're hearing all this, especially if you watch this movie in surround sound, you're hearing like all the stuff behind
That
you
was
and
something
the
that-
creaks and the cracks and the
So when you watch this movie,
people talking. And,
which I highly recommend, you guys got to pay attention and listen, because there's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff going on in the background, little details
yeah.
that you're going to hear that's really makes it good. Really pops it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to pay attention to that. So when you watch this, make sure, like, best thing, like he said, watch it and listen to it on a surround sound, or even in headphones if that's what you're doing.
Yeah, if
But-
you've got some good headphones,
so you can hear everything that's going on. You know, that annoys me so much sometimes when I'm hearing music, because, you know, we love music here,
Yeah.
of course. Like, I listen to music and people are like, oh, let me hear it. I'm like, man, you really, they're like, show me on the phone. I'm like, you're not
yeah, you're not going to get the full effect.
you're not going to
here.
get the effect of this on the phone, bro. So, you know, you get to listen on
Yeah.
something where you can hear everything. But yeah, man, I highly recommend it. You guys should watch it for sure. Like I said, pay attention to everything. There's always some little details going on that are really good. So
The lady that played Sister Ann, her name's Jacqueline Byers. Very good actress. I mean, she was very pretty too.
yes, for sure.
The way she portrayed that part was just stellar.
Awesome.
I mean, she did a great job at it.
Like I said, the acting in this is on par. So you guys will not be bored with it. Don't have to worry about any stupid things going on. It's really good. You guys will like it, I promise. And the other movie that we were talking about, which is something, this movie is going to be a staple for me to watch every year during the holiday season. And of course, you guys have all known this. Probably, I'm sure you watched it, and that is Violent Night.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm trying not to rush into all the things I have to say about this movie.
Well,
So,
just take your time.
first off,
You got to put it in there slow and ease it in there.
Ease it in. Just breathe.
Just relax. It won't hurt that
Relax and
bad.
breathe. But no, so
There's
first of
nothing
all,
about this movie that hurt. I mean, this movie was.
I mean, from the bat, right off the
Yeah.
bat, dude. First of all, Santa, they picked a fucking perfect dude to play fucking
Yeah,
Santa Claus on.
yeah. David Harbour, he played Santa Claus to a T.
Fucking amazing.
And it was so weird because I really didn't know what I was getting when I sat down to watch this movie. Now I'd seen the preview,
Right.
but I didn't realize. I thought he was just some bum playing fucking Santa. Come to find out, he's like he's the real Santa Claus, but he's been possessed by Billy Bob Thornton.
Well, okay, so first off, like we'll start off like that. The guy, so Santa Claus, just amazing. The way he played him, his acting, of course, as everyone's seen him in a bunch of shit. You probably know him from Stranger Things more than anything right now. But he's been in a bunch of stuff, but excellent actor. Played this part to a fucking T. I love the beginning, like when he's sitting at the bar with the other, like in the old Sam's like, how long you been doing this? You know, he's
Yeah.
like, well, I don't even remember. You know, he's all drinking and shit, and then like, she's like, you're not driving, are you? And he's just like,
Yeah, and he's sitting there talking to a department store Santa.
Yeah. He's like, I don't fucking. He's like, I just kind of steer a little bit. The reindeer do most of the work.
Yeah.
And that one guy starts laughing, but like this, and then I love the fucking scene when he goes to leave. And then the bartender lady's like, "Hey, go to the roof, you fucking idiot!" And she runs up there after him, and like sees that he takes off in his sleigh.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh my gosh!" She's all looking up with her mouth open, just staring. And all of a sudden, he's just like,
he throws up off the fucking sleigh and all over this lady. Yeah, it's fuck classic, dude.
Oh,
classic.
my gosh.
So honestly, at that point, you're thinking. I know I was thinking, okay, we're gonna get Bad Santa here.
Yeah, but like, dude. So there's a lot of good actors in this. There's this movie's packed full of fucking excellent scenes, excellent puns. The one-liners.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But what I really love about
It's an action Christmas movie.
What I really love about this movie is the fucking backstory to Santa Claus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, when he takes his fucking shirt off to fix that fucking thing, he's got these fucking Viking tattoos all over him. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And then they show him and he's talking to a little girl, telling her about his past and
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it was
God,
like he was a Viking warrior.
He's a
Yeah,
raider.
raider. And he was forced into being Santa Claus.
But fuck, dude.
Yeah, it was really cool. Really cool the way they played up his past and stuff.
And then like the one-liners are great. Like when he's talking to the dude on the phone, to John Leguizamo, who plays, as he says, Scrooge on the phone, and he's like, talk something to him, and he goes to hang up. He's like, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah.
And fucking hangs up the phone, and then he's all like talking to the other dude. He's like, season's beatings.
Yeah.
Dude.
The fight scenes in this were fucking over the top. Basically Santa is he's a good Santa, but he's been doing this a long time, so he's fucking. I don't know. He's kind of frustrated with it.
Well, he's talking about how like the world's just gone fucking greedy,
gone to shit,
and the kids are,
and he drinks a lot, and but he gets the job done. But it was funny when he meets the first guy, when the first guy finds him in the house. So basically what's happened here is Santa goes to deliver packages to this rich home, or presents, I'm sorry, to this rich home. You deliver packages.
Yes.
You deliver the package.
I deliver all the packages.
He goes to deliver presents to this, rich home. And it was funny. The mom of the home was Beverly D'Angelo.
Hello.
And which made me snicker because it made me think Christmas Vacation. I'm like, okay, where's Clark?
Made me snicker too.
Yeah, I bet it did. But anyway, the gist of the story is these bad guys are going to raid this house because there's what $300 million in a vault,
$50 million or something.
Yeah,
like
in a vault in the basement or whatever. So they're going to raid this house to get the money. And just so happens, Santa Claus happens to be there in the house, drinking their good whiskey. He's in a back room with the Christmas tree. Nobody knows he's there. And when these guys come in to raid the house, and he doesn't even know what's going on until one of the guys comes in the room. Well, then he's trying to hide. He doesn't want the guy, because nobody can see Santa, And here he is. He's drunk, and this guy... sees him, and they kind of go back and forth, for a little bit because Santa's trying to avoid him, and the guy, they end up getting in a fight. Well, then Santa's trying to get away from him, and it's funny, because Santa, all he's got to do is touch the side of his nose, and he'll automatically whoosh up the chimney. So he's trying to do that, and every time he touches his nose, it just like fizzles out because he's so drunk. He can't control his own magic. So he ends up having to fight this guy off and does it in a really cool fashion.
Yeah, man, it's so funny because what's cool about it is because you got to understand, like, he's already going through all this shit. he's already pissed off at the fucking season, and then like he's fucking drunk on top of that, and he got all this shit going on.
Yeah.
So like what's going on in his head is fucking just like it's funny to think about. But like
I just want to get the fuck out of here.
when you that reminded me of like first part, like when he's in the bar and he's like she's like, can I get you another one? He's like, well, I'm still vertical, I'd like to change that if I but anyways, yeah, so the fight scenes in this, the kill scenes are fucking amazing, and Santa Claus is so hilarious.
He's a fucking badass because he was a fucking Viking raider.
I fucking loved it, dude.
I mean, so he was fucking kicking some serious fucking Santa ass.
Dude, when he fucking like sucks down that fucking big ass fucking candy cane to a point.
Oh yeah, and stabs the dude with it. Fuck yeah.
I fucking love it, man.
Yeah, so many good fucking
There's
shots.
a lot of good, great shit in this movie. It's pretty vulgar, you know. So
yeah, this is not something you want to watch with your kids, you know.
Older kids, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But
Did you let your boys
youngins-
watch this?
No, I didn't.
No.
My,
It's like fuck no.
well, you know, honestly, the main reason why
You didn't know if Beverly D'Angelo was going to pull her titties out, or
I was hoping,
well,
but
weren't we all?
no, it was. I mean, mainly this. Like my kids hear language all the time.
Yeah.
But kind of the shit that they're saying in this one is really fucked up.
Yeah.
And not only that, but like for my youngest, it's kind of the Santa Claus thing. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna avoid that situation
Right.
with this.
Right.
And then with my oldest, he repeats every fucking thing he hears now and shit, and says some shit, and he asks.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you just don't need to watch this one. But when he gets older, of course, because it's going to be played at my house a lot. I fucking love this movie, man. I absolutely love it. I love the fact, the storyline behind that they gave to Santa. Because honestly with you, dude, so I don't know if you've ever seen that movie called The Guardians. It's a cartoon.
Yes, I have seen that.
So Santa Claus is he's jacked. He's the big badass, you know. He's nice, but he's got like tats. And I'm like, dude, that's an awesome representation of Santa Claus.
Right.
That's awesome. And then this one kind of just brings it to life.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's fucking sweet, man. And whenever I seen him, like I said, whenever I seen him like take his like jacket and shirt and everything off to
fix the wound,
that wound that he had on his side, and he is like covered in fucking Viking and like
and scars
and all kinds of shit. I was like, damn, yeah. And then they told the story. I'm like, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gnarly. And then like just the kill scenes. There's a lot of funny shit in this. So I can't,
dude. Like you talk about the one-liners and stuff. Like he gets in a fight outside with a guy, and somehow during the fight, you know, he gets the guy down, but he's got a fucking grenade. And he fucking pulls the grenade and he shoves it in this dude. Didn't he shove it? Yeah, he shoved it in this dude's fucking pants.
Everybody's ass.
And he turned around and he took off running, and he was like, wait, stop. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch. And then he's like, I gotta watch. And he turned around and watched the dude blow up. It was just so cool, man.
Fucking great. This movie is
so many fun kill scenes. I mean, if a kill scene can be fun, this is where it's going to be fun at.
I told my wife, I'm like, dude, this movie's so fucking good. I'm definitely going to be watching this one all the time. It's a great film. And there's, you know, like, it's funny.
It's funny. We watched it Christmas night. After everybody left, I told my wife, I said, I want to watch this movie. And she's like, all right, well, you know. And she actually liked it, too. She was like, and when we got to the end of the movie, sometimes we'll get to the end of a movie, and I may love it, and she'll be like, eh. Even she was like, when we got to the end of this, she was like, that was a pretty good movie. It's like, yeah, it was. She really likes David Harbour, though, so.
Yes. Yeah, he's a great actor. But, yeah, man, you guys, if you haven't seen this, which most of our listeners and horror fam, I'm sure,
have probably seen this.
You guys have seen this movie. You have to watch it.
Tis the season.
It's
season's beatings.
You know, it's like Santa's Sleigh, but an A-rated movie.
Yeah. Well, and this is like, yeah, you're right. And it's got a lot of that, you know, that Krampus feel to it.
Yeah,
you know,
dude,
I mean,
like I said, man, it's a very good film. That a lot of great actors in it. And what's funny, like you got like Cam Gambit, or however the hell you pronounce his last name. or Gigan.
Gigandet.
I don't even know how you fucking say his last name anymore.
Morgan
Steele.
Yeah.
But like he plays kind of himself because he's always in martial arts movies and shit.
Right.
So like he kind of plays himself as a Hollywood actor, dude. But it's funny. I like it a lot. But yeah, man. I mean, this movie's so good. You guys gotta check it out. It was awesome. Perfect timing for it. Who directed this one?
I don't even know. Tommy Wirkola.
That sounds somewhat familiar to me.
Tommy Wirkola.
What else has
Let's
he done?
see, what's he done here? Oh, Dead Snow. Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunter.
Fuck
Yeah, okay.
Hansel,
that explains a lot.
Fuck yes, it does.
Yeah,
And,
that explains a lot.
Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunter is a fucking great film.
Yes,
I love
it
that one,
is.
too.
Yes,
that is
it
awesome.
is.
It's cool. So yeah, that explains a whole lot. Awesome. Hell yeah.
So yeah, great movie. If you guys haven't seen this and we didn't ruin too much of it for you, go check it out. I mean, it's even if you got to pay to see it, it's worth the money, man.
Yeah,
I
might
kind of
buy
wish
this one.
I'd have went to the theater and saw it.
Yeah. For sure.
But hey.
So what else have you been watching?
Good times. So, it's funny. I just took my notebook in the house because I need to start writing down all this stuff that I've been watching.
Right.
Of course, like I've watched these two films. My wife's been on a Christmas kick, so we've watched a bunch of Christmas movies. Last night I watched New Year's Evil. I got to watch that every New Year's Eve, so I watched it last night, which that's old school.
Yeah.
New stuff that I've been watching.
See, for me,
we watched Black Adam. That was pretty damn good too.
Yeah.
Not horror related, but
but good.
I mean, it was a scary movie. It was pretty good for what it was. I mean,
See, I've been watching just a lot of TV shows.
Okay.
I've been trying to catch a lot of paranormal related TV shows.
Oh, right on.
Things like that. I'm still watching X-Files because it's fucking was on forever. So I think
Because it's there.
I'm on like season 9 or something like that right now. I can't remember which season we're on. My son likes to watch too, so it's kind of cool for us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy for me now because I go to bed so early.
And that's one of those series that, like, once you get into it, it's hard to like get yourself out of it. You got to keep going because
Right.
there's so much to it. I remember I spent a lot of time watching that at work. Saturdays are kind of a fuck off day. But yeah, I'm with you on the X-Files, man.
Yes, and my son likes it, so he wants to watch it with me. So we'll watch that. We watched that and Burn Notice together a lot.
Burn Notice.
I love Burn Notice.
I watched, I think, the first season of that.
Oh, it's good. Bruce Campbell is fucking awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
But
absolutely.
So it's just been hard for me because I just go to bed so early now. Because I get up so early. I'm up at 3:30 every morning. So like I got to get my sleep. So it sucks. Kind of cuts out some of my movie time.
Right.
But I try to catch up on some of the some of the movies that I know we'll wind up talking about on here.
Yeah.
Something that's going to be not that all horror is not worth watching.
Right. Right.
But whether or not it's worth us discussing on here or taking my precious time I have.
Right.
That's kind of rough.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've watched so much stuff that right now it's hard for me to think about what the hell I've been watching.
Well, what I'm interested in is in seeing who is putting what out.
Right.
Who's directing these movies?
Man, there's a bunch of stuff coming down the pike that I'm really fucking interested in.
Right.
Of course, the new Salem's Lot. Mm-hmm. The new Scream, which is going to be in New York City this time. It actually comes out in March. There was something else that the new Exorcist, of course. I heard they're making a new Saw.
So The Exorcist, is that going to be a movie remake?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's a remake or if it's a different. I don't know.
Yeah. Right.
I haven't seen enough about it.
I am just tired of the remakes.
Yeah, I know they're looking at what little bit of like scene stuff that I've seen. It looks like it's going to be pretty wicked.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I mean, think about what they can do now that they couldn't do back then.
I tell you what, though, dude, some of this practical effects shit, man. Yeah. Like,
dude, that Pray for the Devil, they did a lot of cool shit
great.
in there,
That's
man.
a good movie, man.
It was. It really was.
But like, so we talk about it a lot. Well, not a lot, but we've mentioned it a few times on here. But it's just like what they did with the Evil Dead remake.
Mm-hmm. You can remake a movie and make it a masterpiece.
Right.
You really can. Most of the time they don't, though. They screw it up.
And that's my point. Like,
But, they took... And don't get me wrong about this. They took a movie like Evil Dead, extremely B-rated film. Not well filmed. Not well... the graphics on it were really poor, but the story is what made that movie... And the acting, anything with Bruce Campbell is going to be amazing.
Fuck yeah.
Because everything he does is over the top, But to take that and actually make a remake out of it, it's hard to explain, but like they didn't set the bar very high on the first one.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So when they were able to do this new one, now they could have completely fucked it up, but thank God they didn't. They ended up making a masterpiece.
Yeah, and as far as having, you're right. So I know what you're saying. So like as far as being able to make a better film that looks better.
Yeah.
They didn't have that much
Right.
It was very easy. However, what they were fighting with this Evil Dead remake is what they fight with every remake now that's worth a damn is the nostalgia of it and the fact that it's a fucking cult classic movie.
Right.
Now. They're fighting that fucking reputation.
Yeah.
But
occasionally they'll pull it off,
and they did with this.
Sometimes they don't. I'm sorry, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Craft. Whatever. The Craft. But then there's other things like fucking Dawn of the Dead.
Yep, good.
Fucking fantastic remake.
Yep. Yeah, man, and
Evil Dead, great remake.
Fuck yeah. But
Cape Fear, another great remake. There are some great ones out there.
I'm reading stuff, and I'm fucking thank God I haven't. I'm gonna watch it if it comes out, when it comes out. But just because I kind of have to see what they did with it. But like, I watched the whole I seen something today about the whole Crow remake. And I'm like, that movie. See, the difference between that movie and Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead and the original Crow, is that the original Crow
was an extremely well-made movie.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking great, fucking amazingly well-done movie. And holds a special place in people's hearts.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see what they do with it.
Yeah. There's a new Insidious coming out.
Yeah,
I saw that. Patrick Wilson is actually directing this. But Lee Winnell, who was part of the others, is one of the writers of it. So it probably won't be too far off the mark.
Sweet.
And the Insidious series, and of course the Conjurings and stuff, that's a love affair for Patrick Wilson. I mean, he loved those films.
Right. Well, and that's the thing too. You can also tell when people are passionate about what they're making. Mm-hmm. That comes through. So that's why those movies are so good.
Right.
So hopefully this one is just as good.
Yeah.
And there's been, like you said, there's just so much good horror TV, so to speak, coming out, or made for TV movies.
Right.
Netflix doing their own thing. There's other Tubi actually has been putting out a lot of stuff. There's
Netflix just sent me an email the other day. They just added 77 TV shows and movies. That's a lot.
Damn.
But what did they take away, though, is what I don't know,
Right. But I mean, they're starting to, and we kind of talked about this before, but like going into the independent and other things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I was getting at earlier when I was telling you, I'm wondering who's putting these movies out, who's directing them, where they're coming from. Right. Because, would you consider like Netflix independent movie? If
there are some on there, but
I mean, if Netflix put up a Netflix movie,
an exclusive,
Netflix original, exclusive, is that considered an independent film?
Depends on who directed it.
See, this is what I'm saying. I'm wondering who's putting these out.
Yeah, it depends on it depends on the production company behind it.
Right. And I'm like wondering how much Hollywood is having an effect on this anymore, because there's just so much going on right now.
Right.
And Hollywood.
Hollyweird.
Yeah, you know, and like who owns all these companies and this and that and blah, 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 and what they're putting out and what they're not putting out.
Yeah.
Independent films is where we're going. Made for
There's
TV
some
films is where we're going.
there's some good stuff coming out on Shudder right now.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, all of these, you know,
The streaming services are what's putting these out now. They're becoming top dog on some shit.
we're not getting. Well, this is gonna sound wrong, but we're not getting the big movies.
The big budget movies.
Well, we're not getting the big movies at the theater.
Right.
You know,
And that's what sucks.
before we used to be inundated every week. There was fucking 10 movies coming out, you know, and now it's like 2 or 3 every couple of weeks or something, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's... So it's interesting to me, because then I want to see if these movies that are being put out on like Netflix or, you know, whatever, these exclusives, they get big enough, if they are good enough, if they eventually maybe they'll go to big screen, you know, or maybe they'll.
Well, typically if they start out, you know, on a
That's what I'm
streaming
saying.
service, they're going to stay there.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm trying to fight the inevitable.
What sucks is, and I just had this conversation with a friend of mine the other day who was in the business, and he was telling me, you know, we were talking about the business stuff of it, and he said, you know, it's really weird when we make a film, you know, they try and release their stuff on Vimeo. And the reason why they do is that way they hold a little bit of the money, you know, because it costs these guys a fortune. They're independent filmmakers, you know, and they're paying for this stuff. They get investors, but they're paying for a lot of it out of their pocket. And so they put the stuff out on Vimeo, and that way you can rent their movie on Vimeo and they get a little kickback from it, you know, and they get a better kickback from Vimeo. But then it's hard because he's like, we want to put our stuff on Amazon, and anybody can put their stuff on Amazon Prime. He said, we've got a couple movies on Amazon Prime. He said, what sucks about Amazon Prime is if you go to Amazon Prime and you pay to see our movie, he said, we get like 10 cents for every 100 minutes or 100 hours of viewing time.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he said that Amazon just does not pay, you know. But he said it's a catch-22 because if you just put it out on Vimeo, yeah, you'll make a little bit of money, but
no one's going to see it.
Nobody's going to see it.
Right.
Nobody's going to see your hard work that you put into this film.
Right.
He said, so then you put it out on Vimeo for a while, and then you push it over to Amazon, and hopefully, you know, enough people see it to where you're not going to make any money off Amazon, but at least you'll get some, you know, you may get a following from it.
Right. And that's the whole thing, you know, is that's what I was getting at. I'm trying to fight the inevitable of knowing that theaters are going to be gone, you know, and it sucks.
It's tough. I'm going to say I don't think that they'll be completely I don't think they'll be completely gone, but, you know, I said that about video stores a long time ago. I didn't think video stores would ever go out of business.
And look,
we
don't have one.
We don't have any anymore. I mean, all the Blockbusters are gone. Except, well, there's one.
All the family videos are gone.
All the family videos are gone.
I mean, unless you have like a mom and pop shop.
And most of those are gone now, you know, because they couldn't keep up. The little mom and pop places, you know, they got their asses handed to them by Blockbuster and Family Video.
Right.
Well, and now Blockbuster and Family Video got their asses handed to them because of streaming services. And
I mean, I guess it's just the way of the world, but, you know, it's just.
I remember Blockbuster had a streaming service for a while.
Yeah.
I actually, I had bought a Blu-ray player years and years ago, and it had a Blockbuster app built into it.
It just sucks for me.
And you could you could rent your movies right through that app.
It kind of sucks, but it kind of doesn't. But so I remember when I was younger. And it'd be like my birthday, and I'd be like, "All right, I want to go rent some movies, and we're gonna get pizza, and we're gonna freaking have a sleepover. We're gonna get scared shitless of these movies. We're gonna eat pizza, have a good time, stay up almost all night and sleep half the day tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, and hang out with my friends, and it's going to be awesome. And it was awesome,
Yeah.
you know, and
Your boys don't get that. You know?
so the only thing they're
They
not...
could stream a movie.
Yes.
They're just not going
The
to...
only thing they're not going to get is, I mean, we still go get pizza. We can still
Right.
get the pizza, still do this. Like, okay, what movie you guys going to pick? That's cool.
You spend an hour searching for a movie. And then,
Right. You know, and so they can still do that. And that's the way of the world, I know. But
Right.
I don't know, man. It sucks that there's no more, you know, just kind of that. It's kind of mystery. It's kind of fun. You walk into the video store and you're like, oh, I wonder what's out. Oh, do they have this one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's also, you know.
Dude, it was funny. When I was a kid, we would go to the video store. You'd run a couple VHS tapes, and then you'd run a VCR to go, you know, because we didn't have a VCR.
And I remember hooking up, recording a movie off another off of a VHS, off another VHS.
Yep.
Doing those. Like, yeah, I mean, man, it's just...
Dude, and for me, it was funny, like, for years, you know, after I got older, you know, I was really big into buying movies.
Right.
So I used to love to go to, like, you know, Walmart or, you know, Target or the video store or whatever and see what they have for sale, you know, and I would go and I'd pick up a bunch of movies and take them home, you know, and I've got quite a few movies, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I don't have that many, but I've got quite a few. And now anymore, I don't even do that because it's like, it's not that I mind buying them, but it's like, why? I mean, I can stream that better quality. You know,
I think more for and shout out to Dave Becker, you know, for this. But like, he's got like, if something happens, he has everything he wants to watch.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And
I've got a guy I work with. He was telling me, he was showing me his DVD collection. I think he told me he's got almost 6,000 movies.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like an entire room in his house.
See, and I remember like when when I was younger, I was probably 10, and one of my cousins, he's probably 7 or 8.
Yeah.
But he had gotten the Nightmare on Elm Street DVD set. The one that's got like Freddy Krueger on the front with his arms spread out.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It has
yeah.
all the. It was like $150.
Yeah.
For that thing, back then, which
Right.
was fucking a lot of money back then.
Oh yeah.
You know, and now I just bought like the whole freaking every one of them for like $15.
Yeah, and it's all on one disc or whatever. You know,
so
I mean,
you're
it's
like,
crazy.
It's like holy shit.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, you know, it's just the way the world's going. It sucks.
It
but,
is.
You know, there's no, as long as they're keeping that mystery.
Yeah.
You know.
But then occasionally, you know, like you said about Dave, occasionally there's something that'll pop into my head, and it's like, man, I want to watch that. I can't fucking find it anywhere.
Right.
You know, because it's not streaming anywhere.
Right.
Well, then I got to go to Amazon. Is it for sale? You know, in fact, I just did that the other day. I bought, it was a 2-movie Blu-ray. I threw it in our cart. It had the old Tales from the Crypt movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
And no, I'm talking the old, like before the series was even thought about.
Damn.
It had it and then another movie called Vault of Horror.
I think I might have that one.
But my wife grabbed that for me for...
Yeah.
Well, I threw it in the cart, so she ordered it. And then when it came in, she said, "Merry Christmas, fucker. Here's your
There you
DVD.
go, asshole.
So,
here's your shit you ordered.
I haven't even opened it yet. And it's funny because the Tales from the Crypt I could find, but the Vault of Horror, I don't know if I could find that or not.
Dude, I remember I bought a Friday the 13th 4 DVD set with the 3D glasses in it. Had 2 sets of 3 because it was the part 3 was in 3D.
Yeah.
Had two sets of...
I've got the same set.
Yeah, so I bought that set fucking every bit of 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck yeah, man, this is awesome. And I never opened it until about like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I opened it up to watch the, one in 3D. But yeah, I still had the 3D glasses in it and everything, man.
It's funny. I bought that set from Walmart, and it's only got 8 movies on it. So I had to go out and get the others, just so I'd have, But I already had part 1 and part 3, because part 3 is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
But then now I've gotten the Blu-rays for them too, and somebody just got me the 4K of I think it was the original Friday the 13th.
Oh shit! Oh shit! He has left the building.
Presents this year.
Ooh, sweetness! For those of you that's listening,
yeah,
it's a Friday the 13th action figure.
Action figure. It's a doll. It's a doll. No, it's the Friday the 13th from the 09 remake. It's got Jason, a couple different heads.
A set of
it's the what is it? Mecha. Yeah, Mecha. NECA. They're the ones you can pick those up at like Target and Walmart and stuff. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
It's got freaking an extra hand, an extra.
It's got an axe and a machete.
It's got a set of boobs, a perfectly placed nipples.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! It'll go right up there with my Halloween one.
That's an inside joke if you guys don't get it.
Yeah. Hell yeah!
In the movie, in the remake,
yeah.
that.
Thanks, Mark and Lisa.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's sweet, dude.
Pretty cool.
That's cool that they come out with that stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah.
There's so much you can do.
I've seen some cool stuff. Man, the thing that I have really, and it's funny, I've been looking for it. My buddy Joe has been looking for it for me too, because he's always online. But they made Funko Pop put out a Michael Myers and the house together in one box.
Oh yeah, cool. That's awesome.
Can't find it anywhere.
Damn.
Yeah, I have looked and looked and looked. I've seen pictures of it, but I can't find it anywhere. And so Joe's been looking for it for me too.
Dude, sometimes I think about the things that I had when I was younger, and I was like, man, I wish I would have just kept that.
Jesus Christ. I had Star Wars stuff that if I would have had that stuff now and decided to sell it, I'd be fucking rich.
Oh, dude. Same thing
there was stuff, like I remember there was, we were looking at some stuff, like I had one of the original Millennium Falcons, one of the big ones, I think that thing is going for like $15,000 or $20,000 right now. And I had one.
Dude, we fucking, for me and my brothers, it was Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Dude, we had every Ninja Turtle thing you could fucking think of, dude.
Dude, I'll tell you what's crazy is freaking Lego stuff.
Oh, yeah.
My brother-in-law, he likes Lego stuff, so he's got a couple Star Wars ones, and I'm like, I was trying to figure out something to buy him for Christmas.
Right.
And so I'm like, I know they make this Lego Death Star, the freaking Death Star. And so I got online. Well, they don't make it anymore. I found one on eBay. It was over $1,500.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, what in the fuck? Okay, he's not getting a Death Star.
Damn.
I did find him some cool stuff, though. His girlfriend had bought him this really cool, it's the Ecto-1 Lego. And, dude, it's big. It's like this long. It's...
Yeah, thank you.
Like they can see.
Thank you. It's like this big.
It's like this big. I think it's like 24 inches long, or maybe it's not 24.
It depends on how cold it is.
It's like 18 inches. It's fucking big, dude. And so anyway, I was cruising the internet and I found have you heard of like Haynes workshop manuals for like you can get a Haynes manual for your 97 Chevy Silverado or a Haynes manual for your 88 Mustang or whatever. They had a Haynes manual for the Ecto-1 and it was hardback. So I bought it. And it was like $30, but still.
Yeah.
And it was cool. He was flipping through it. It's got like some pictures from the movie, but then it explains everything about the car and how everything works. And it was kind of cool.
That's cool. Yeah,
it's kind of goofy
nostalgic
things.
Shit, man.
Yeah,
that's what matters. As long as you're happy.
Ghostbusters, great movie,
man. Just be happy in life.
Fuck yeah.
That's
be
what
happy
matters,
and watch a lot of horror.
Yes. this year, guys, that's our plan for, especially for the show.
Yeah.
We like doing what we want to do. We're going to talk about what we want to talk about.
We're going to get into some ghost talk. And
Hell yeah. We're going to get into a lot of
some,
things. We're going to be going to this conference. It's going to be awesome. And depending on how this goes, we might hit another one. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know, it's this year. I honestly, man, with this, I want us to go. I want us to do what we want to do.
Yeah.
Go back to having fun.
I think we ought to try and hit Texas Frightmare this year. I'd really like to go to Horror Hound up in, I think it's in Indiana.
Yeah.
I'd really like to go there.
That's
I
not
think
too
that
far
would
away
be-
from us.
No, it's not. It's not.
Hell yeah, dude. So there's a lot of good shit coming down the pike, guys. And we've made so many great friends and connections, and they've been having us on their shows a lot. So we've been talking to a lot of them. So you guys need to check out all them, and we'll be having them on the show. That way you know who they are. Most of them have already been on the show, but you know, more importantly, guys, like just enjoy your life. No matter what you're into, have fun. As long as you're not hurting somebody else, have fun with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And spend that time with your friends and family, man, because I tell you, I've missed this ugly motherfucker. So, like, you know.
You're going to miss me when I'm gone, motherfucker.
Yeah, you guys appreciate that time. And just more importantly, as always, until next time, keep it creepy.